Informational speech. When most people think of the U.S. Navy, they picture active duty sailors on a ship at sea. But many do not realize that a large portion of the U.S. Navy's strength comes from its part time sailors, known as the Navy Reserve. Understanding the Navy Reserve is important because it plays a major role in the Navy defense, disaster response, and military support operations both in the U.S. and around the world. First, I will explain the early origins of the U.S. Navy Reserve. Second, I will discuss its expansions during the major wars such as World War One and World War Two. Finally, I will describe its modern role in today's military. To understand its importance today, we must first look at how the Navy Reserve began. The Navy Reserve began as an early naval military that supported the U.S. Navy in times of need. Early forms of the Navy Reserve forces extended before the official establishment of the Navy Reserve. Once the Navy Reserve was formally created, its role quickly expanded during global conflict. The Navy Reserve expanded specifically during the World War One and World War Two. World War One marked the first major activation of the new U.S. Navy. After World War Two, the Navy Reserve continued to change as global military needed shifting. In the modern era, the Navy Reserve serves as an operational force supporting both combat and humanity missions. The Navy Reserve transitioned into operational reserves after the Cold War. The Navy Reserve support both military and civilian operations today. As we continue to see, the Navy Reserve has grown from small volunteer military into a highly trained and essential military force. The Navy Reserve demonstrated how part-time civilian service can become a powerful and essential part of the Navy defense, providing that not only all military strength comes from full-time active duty forces. What began as a volunteer naval military has become now one of the most important support systems of the United States Navy.